And so some other things with photography. So I think with photography, you know, essentially most photographers I know typically will say, oh, I picked up a camera because I can't draw or whatever. And even our best friend, Henri Cartier-Bresson, he essentially had penis envy of painters. And so I don't think, truth be told, I've never really met a photographer who I consider self-confident and willing to proclaim themselves as both artist and photographer. All the other people in the past, they seem like kind of these like, you know, people who are quite petty and insecure. So I've never really met a secure or, you know, motivated photographer who doesn't really care so much for the opinion of others. The only person I probably know is myself. And as a consequence, to study other photographers is, you know, it's a good motivation. It's good. You know, I still look at the old school photos of Cartier-Bresson. They're still fantastic, especially his lesser known works. But a better stimulus to your creativity is actually cross-pollination. So the art of cross-pollination is, imagine a little bee that's kind of jumping onto different flowers. Like it's going on like tulip, it's going on a rose, blah, blah. And the honey it produces is a unique flavor, it's a unique texture, and actually as a consequence, it creates something that's wonderful and new. Now, the origin of this honey is from all these other sources, but the outcome is actually, you know, the honey you created. And the thing that's exciting is, you know, use the honeybee, and how the honey will taste or the texture or the viscosity or whatever is something that's always going to be a little bit random and exciting and new. It's like you're almost playing alchemist, right? Where you're taking all forms of visual inspirations and creating your artwork. And so I do find that for myself, studying things outside of photography are hugely helpful. So, you know, even the vivid imagery I get from like reading the Iliad by Homer, or, you know, listening to rap music, like you listen to Jay Electronica's new written testimony, or Kanye or Jay-Z, whatever it may be, or looking at dancers, like studying the arabesque from ballet, or, you know, even watching cinema like 2001 Space Odyssey, or, you know, Matrix, whatever it may be. And so the more you allow yourself to have free reign in terms of your visual inspiration or your spiritual or your mental or your artistic motivations, the better. It seems problematic where, you know, people is too stuck in the trenches. Like, oh, is this photography? Is this art? Is this street photography? I'm like, yo, you guys are just asking the wrong question. The better question is, how do I as an individual stay inspired and motivated? And a very basic secret is just walking a lot. Walk a lot, drink a lot more coffee and stuff like that. And actually, I think the biggest deterrent right now to creativity and being motivated is the fact that we're just stuck at home all day. I do believe that there might be something about green spaces and trees and fresh air which actually motivates our you know, our thought, our inspiration and motivation. So I do find for myself personally, the more I just go out and just walk, the more motivated I feel. And it's, you know, I think running and jogging is quite overrated. I think it's better to just walk. You know, you don't need to walk for exercise. You just walk because you enjoy it. And so perhaps the most self-realized photographer, visual artists, philosophers are the ones who just like walking for the sake of walking. You know, just bring along your camera, put in your pocket, and you know, obviously you can just shoot with your phone, doesn't really matter either. And even if you could end your life making one great photograph, essentially your life was justified, had meaning. And to me, that's the great motivational thought. And even if you do create that one great photo, then see if you can make two great photos, or you could take one photo that's even greater than what you created in the past. And that's kind of the fire that kind of keeps me going, is that I'm not so concerned about, you know, sitting on the laurels of my past photos. You know, I've made some great. How's it going, man? Staying alive?
Stay safe.
Yes, sir. Yeah. How you doing?
What's up?
You doing good?
Doing very, very well.
I like the bandana.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Are you going to the thing Friday?
Well, what's happening?
The Black Lives Matter down at Kennedy Plaza?
I'm probably not going. I'm just going to the park to work out.
Good man, good
Are
man.
you gonna go to the thing?
No, I just want to know when it's going on so I cannot be there.
Oh yeah, honestly, I'm
It's
just not going to downtown. I'm just like,
Are you a Brown student?
my wife teaches at Brown, so
She teaches at Brown?
yeah,
Nice,
she's teaching Vietnam and Southeast Asia.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah,
That's her field?
yeah,
Nice, nice.
yeah. So like, yeah, everything that's happening right now, I'm just like, honestly, I just feel that, you know.
I'm in awe. I'm in awe of it. I'm almost 60 years old. Never
Yo, I thought you're 45.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Wait,
That's what I'm talking about.
What's the secret of being so healthy?
Work every day.
Work every day?
Every day, every day. That's Edgar. That's my boy.
How's it going, Edgar?
But working every day. My father made it to 88,
Holy moly.
and he worked up to the last year, 87. He
Oh.
was still loading backhoes. And he
Wow.
worked.
What are you guys working on today?
We're scraping and sanding the house, all the lead paint off, and we're gonna put fresh paint on it. The whole
Oh,
thing.
how long does it take?
It's gonna take us about a month of every day.
So what do you love most about construction or painting or?
Asphalt and concrete is what I love the most.
Oh yeah?
Just shoveling all day. I get off on that.
Yo, so what do you think about all these people just staying at home watching Netflix all day?
I think they're all a bunch of they're going to be out of shape, they're going to be out of sorts when it comes back to it. I don't think they're going to be able to get back. And the other thing is they're sitting home collecting money,
Yep.
and while they're collecting the money,
Yep.
they don't want to go back to work. If they can stay home and get $700, $800, $900 a week,
Yep.
why go to work? I don't feel that way. I get a little bit, but I say keep working.
Are you from Rhode Island?
I'm from Rhode Island. Originally from Massachusetts.
Okay. So what
I
do you?
look real grubby right now. So.
No. What's your tattoo say?
It's in Chinese.
Yep.
And I believe when I had it done, it means don't mess with. My daughter was molested, and I didn't know what to put to just not to remember it, but it's kind of don't fuck with my family is what it in English is.
So how do you stand up for your family and your kids? Because I think so many people just get like slapped around.
My daughter, unfortunately, is a heroin addict. At 26, living in Boston with their mother underneath an overpass.
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that.
She's 27 now, and she lives underneath an overpass on Massachusetts Avenue. She'd rather shoot heroin every day or that fentanyl stuff than
What's fentanyl?
I have no idea. I think it's something I know when the cops find it in a car,
Yep.
they have to call the hazmat team. That's
Oh,
how
shit.
strong it is.
So like what do people don't know about the heroin? Like what are misconceptions or
I'm going to tell you this.
Yep.
I see people that do it, and this is what they do when they do it. Then they wake up in 20 minutes and they
Yep.
have to do another one.
Oh shit, yeah.
And I've never done it in my life. I've seen it,
Yep.
never done it, never snorted it, never tried it, never shot it, nothing. What I don't understand is what's the impulse? There's something that drives that drug that makes people steal, rob, mess with their family, just leave their families, and yet all it does is.
Is it just like you get addicted, you just try it once and you're done?
I believe, from what I'm told,
Yep.
if you have an addictive personality, do it once, you're done.
Oh shit, because I have an addictive personality, so I don't fuck with it,
Yeah,
It's
I never
like-
wanted to, never did. I smoked my
Yeah.
little weed, and when I was
Yeah.
younger, back in the 80s, there
Yeah.
was coke.
Yeah.
Snorted it, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Then I got to a point I went, you know what?
What's I have a question.